Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RadioSilentPlay.com. I am your moderator for today on Sunday, January 3rd, 2016. Let me start off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before trading any stock or options. Trading stocks and options require lots of risk. Okay, I just want to wish everybody a happy new year. And we're going to, I just want to appreciate a lot of you guys been putting a lot of work. A lot of people have been giving some recommendations and a lot of new members. So welcome new members. We're looking forward to having a prosperous trading year this year. Okay, so I just like to thank you for joining me on the very first weekly webinar here in January 2016. I'm looking forward to this long year ahead of us. We're gonna kind of try to be the best traders that we can, be as much as emotionless and systematic as possible. If you can't having trouble hearing me, just let me know if I'm talking too low or if I'm talking too loud or too fast. You need me to repeat, I will repeat. So I'm going to go over some of the sentiments into next week. We are in what you call a hangover Monday, hangover Tuesday. I don't expect the markets to kind of be as liquid as it should be into Wednesday, Thursday. I think Monday, Tuesday are usually hangover days. And what I mean by that is we're coming off of a big holiday, which is the Christmas and the New Year holiday. So there's a lot of people that tend to not trade until Wednesday and Thursday. So I want traders to kind of understand that, especially you option traders. Okay. There has been a lot of talks with oil. Okay. A lot of oil sentiment. And I'm going to discuss what I think about oil. There are a lot of oil plays on the option setups. I do feel that there's a lot of negative sentiment in the oil sector. So this is going to be an opportunity to be cheap, but at the same time to kind of scale into certain positions. Many of you understand that we've had a PDF sent out with dividend paying oil stocks. I think from January to March, it's going to be a great accumulation time to start buying these as hedges and dividend paying long stocks. There's a long stock that I'm going to go over that actually went 100% from buy range. And this stock is on our option setups. And this is a stock that I always said that this is the type of Apple trade that traders want to own. I'm going to go over that stock. I'm going to go over that stock was sent out, I believe, in May, I believe, of 2014. And right now it's doing really, really well. So pretty much that's the sentiment into next week. We are going to be patient. We have a hangover week. Okay. We are coming off of a holiday, major holiday, New Year and Christmas. So I do expect the normality of trading to start maybe around Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, so I'm going to go over pretty much what the SPY is doing. If we noticed, we discussed about this pattern last week. We mentioned that we had significant resistance here at that 208 level. If you notice here, we kind of kissed that 208 level and then we had 2 down days. Now what we're testing is that 21 and 8-day moving average. So that line in the sand right now is that 204 level. If you do happen to see a close below 204 on 2 consecutive closes, which would be a close below 204 tomorrow, then I expect this market to test that 20130 levels. Okay, so you scalpers out there, if we do close below 204, okay, just make sure you scalp to that 202 to 20130 level. Okay, so that's your setup there. If we close below 204, I expect 20250 to 20130. Okay, if we break below 20130 on 2 consecutive closes, then I do expect us to fill that gap there at that 195 level, right? 195 to 197 level. So these are 2 key levels that we are going to look at, is that 204 level, and we're actually going to look at that 20130 level. So I want you guys to pencil that down for the S&P 500. If we do happen to close below 20130, we'll likely start purchasing some double time SDS and potential down move. Maybe you want to grab something volatility index like the TVIX or the VXX. You can go ahead and do that. But right now we are holding above that 204 level. Okay, we're trading at 203.80. So that is your line in the sand. I'm looking for that close below 204 tomorrow. Okay, so pencil that in. Okay, the next setup, a little bit stronger market, I believe, is the Nasdaq 100, which is the Qs. I'm looking at that key level of support here at that 110 level. This 110 level is your line in the sand. If you close below 109.50 two times, then we have downside down to about 105. Okay, so I want you to understand that level. If you close above below 109, okay, 50 on two consecutive closes, we're going to look to scalp it down to that 105 level. So I want traders to keep an eye on the Qs. The Qs is like pretty much the strongest market out there. So I just want traders to kind of understand the sentiment. Okay. Next, we're looking at the TLT, is the 20-year Treasury bond. Okay, I told traders to keep an eye on that 120 level, and if you notice, we're holding right, okay, above that 120 level. That's going to be key level of support. If you close below 120 on two consecutive closes, we got downside $3 down to that 117, 116 level. Okay, so that's a key level I want traders to kind of look at, that 119.40 level. If you close below 119.40 level, we're looking at a potential move down to 117 to 116. Okay, do not take a trade yet. Okay, we are trading below that 120, 150 level. Okay, what we're looking for is that confirmation close below 119.40 on two consecutive closes. If you do get that, okay, we're going to pick up some puts down to that 117, 116 level. Okay, but we still are unsure. Okay, we're right here in between. Okay, so that's your line in the sand. Now, if you do close above that 122 level, 122.50 level, then we're going to look to take some calls up to 125. Okay, so the TLT is something to look at. I haven't posted that on the option setups because it's not ready yet. Okay, any questions on the major markets? Any questions on the major markets? We do understand we are in a hangover. We're waiting 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. Okay, if you want to grab something on the option setups, you can, but just ensure that you scale into your trade. Don't add your full position into your trade before Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, so I'm going to go over the option triggers for this week. I did talk about the seasonality chart on oil. I do feel that we're close. We're closing in on oil. There's a lot of negative sentiment on oil. Okay, if you look here, okay, this is pretty much an X style of steel. We did US steel, basically the same trade, and we're looking at these levels. Okay, every time it kisses this bottom trend line, you see a bounce. Okay, what I'm looking for is potential kiss of that $6 level. So wait for a kiss of that $6 level. If we get it, okay, we're gonna take some calls for a strike of $6. I think they're at 90 cents, 90 to $1.20 right now. So we're looking at that 30 to 70 cent range. Okay, so our oil potential here is I want to see a kiss of that $6 level to potentially scale in for March 18, 2016 strikes of $6. Okay, so we're gonna go away from a little bit away from the expiration dates. I do like those March 18, 2016 strikes. So I want traders to look at March for calls. Okay, I do feel that we're closing in on a bottom on these energy stocks. Okay, if you want, you can also buy this ETF. Okay, you can also buy this ETF via trade. You don't have to necessarily just buy the options. Okay, this is a $6 trade, and I have a potential target of $9. Okay, next stock is ticker symbol MRO. That's Marathon Oil. Same setup here. If you notice, it isn't a significant downtrend, but if you notice here, every time it kisses this level, you see a significant bounce. You kiss this level, you see a significant bounce. Watch for that kiss of that 10 to 13 level. You're right here at a probability level. And I'm looking at the April 15, 2016 strikes of $15. They're currently, I believe, they're at $1. So I'm looking at that 45 cents to 90 range. I think they're at $1.20 right now. Okay, my target one is going to be $1.30, target two of $1.50, and a potential move to $2. My stop close is going to be a close below 40 cents. These are higher risks. So if you guys don't understand options, okay, I do tend to take a little bit more risk on these option trades. Okay, what I like here is that these stocks are at levels. Okay, I do feel that the seasonality chart on energy stocks have good potential upside. You start buying these stocks as they're hated, and I think that we're getting into that level where you're talking about a lot of people talking about $15, $20 oil, potentially $10 oil, and when you start hearing those predictions, that's when I start looking at oil. Okay, I start buying the blood. All right, so keep an eye on ticker symbol MRO. Okay, next ticker symbol. This is the ticker symbol that I've mentioned that I really like. This is a stock that I've sent out. If you look back when we started doing the long investments, I talked about Nvidia back in May 12, 2014. Okay, we were talking about Nvidia at $18.02. This actually triggered at $16 when the market started pulling back. When we saw that huge pullback, when I believe when they were talking about potentially Shemitah and cycle dates. We had a huge pullback on the Nvidia, and that gave us an opportunity to add. Nvidia currently, right now, trading at $32.96. When we first saw this, this was the levels here. We were talking about that pullback down to this $15.80 to $16 range, and it actually pulled back, and now we're trading 100%. So it's just a beautiful move here on the Nvidia. This is a commanded cars, these self-driving cars. The Nvidia was just a beautiful trade and just a beautiful long-term investment. Right here, I said started accumulation. I said buy this between $15.80 to $17.30. Our bottom buy zones were going to be $13 to $17. I think the lowest it got was $16. And I said potential was $100 to $200 long term. And if you notice, we're trading at $32. This is a stock that I really feel confident on. If you notice, they've just came out with something called Nvidia Shield. I think that this is the future of TV. Okay, you can do gaming with that. They're contesting with Xbox, PlayStation, and now you don't even need cable. Okay, you can actually watch pay-per-view events with the Nvidia Shield. You can watch any cable, any sports. It's just a very beautiful company, and I do feel that it's gonna be one of those big tech stocks for the future. Okay, I do really strongly feel that at some point this will trade $100 to $200 at some point. So we're gonna go back. Nvidia, what I'm looking at is any pullback down to that $30 to $31.50 range. My stop close is gonna be a close below $29 in 2 consecutive closes. I'm looking at that March 18, 2016 strike at 34. Okay, I think they're currently like I'm gonna say like $1.80 to $2 right now. So I'm looking at 80 cents to $1.20 for an entry. If we start seeing some weakness in the markets, or you see the Qs start pulling back, that's your time to start accumulating Nvidia. Okay, my target on these contracts, if we do happen to get 80 cents, $1.50 to $2, and our stop close is going to be a close below 60 cents. Just overall, I think Nvidia is just a good buy. Any accumulating on pullbacks as a long hedge would be a good buying opportunity for the Nvidia. Okay, next ticker symbol is Macys. I think these retailers are very, very bearish. If you notice, a lot of people are doing online shopping now. You're not seeing these retailers doing well. I just think that this is in a significant downtrend. Okay, any push back to this 39 level is going to be a shorting opportunity. I think when the markets start pulling back, these weaker stocks are going to start taking a big hit. If you remember, I talked about, let me come over here, is the JWN. That was just a beautiful trade on, let me just get out of this. Okay, we talked about the JWN, and see if I still have this. There's ticker symbol Nordstrom's. Let me see if I still got this. I just want to show you guys the big drop on Nordstrom's. We shorted this at a great opportunity here. I talked about 67.70 to 69.40. I gave the potential target of $52, and we're trading down to 49.80. We are in a pincher right here, but at the same time, this was just a beautiful breakdown on this trend line. Okay, it was in a considerable uptrend. You broke that, and this thing just collapsed. And I talked about January 15 puts. They were at 60 cents. These things headed up as high as $3.40. Just a beautiful trade on JWN. But just overall, the retailers, I think, are very, very weak, and there's a lot of vulnerability in these stocks. So I just want traders to kind of understand any pushback up to that $37.50 to 39 range will be a shorting opportunity. I'm looking at that May 20, 2016 strike 34. I think they're trading at $2.25. So watch that $1.40 range, or $1 if it comes down there. So just keep an eye. Any move back to this 39 level will be a shorting opportunity. What I did, I pretty much calculated it. If this thing hits 39, I'm thinking that the strike of 34 will hit that $1.50 range. Okay, so that's for ticker symbol Macys. Another one that's pretty strong is Adobe. Okay, Adobe's in a significant uptrend. I'm looking at that pullback down to that 91.20 if we get it. Overall, I think that 92.70 is going to be a good buy opportunity here on the Adobe. But just keep an eye on that stop close below an $89.40. I do feel this is going to test that 96.98 level again. Okay, so just watch the Adobe for any pullback. It has a significant uptrend. I'm looking at that February 19, 16 calls for strike 97.50. I think they're currently at $1.60. Look for those 80-cent calls to $1.20. And our potential target will be $3. My stop close is going to be a close below 70 cents on 2 consecutive closes. So that's pretty much it. Pennymaster says Nvidia, nice stair-step pattern. I do feel there's a lot of long opportunity there on Nvidia. It's a stock that I feel that any pullback will be a buying opportunity. It's a stock that's going to go up anywhere from $100 to $200 at some point. It is the Apple for RSP, I believe. It will be a Google type play in the future. Any questions on anything that I've covered? Any questions on anything that I've covered thus far on options? Okay, no questions on the options. Okay, good to go. So I'm going to move over to the small caps. I'm going to go over the small cap buy zones. Okay, and on the small cap buy zones, I posted HK. This is a stock that recently went and did a reverse split. I think it was a reverse split because when we traded it, when we posted this, what was the last time we posted the HK? Okay, that was last week, and we noticed that it opened at a higher price. Okay, where is the HK? Okay, here. It was a mini bull flag pincher play, and at the time was 18 to 25 cents. And last week, if you notice, this thing now trading at $1.26. So it is still in a bullish flag pattern, but at the same time, they raised the price. So what I'm looking at here is a potential probability trade for this small cap. So watch the $1 to $1.20 range. Okay, I'm looking to potentially kind of kiss this 8-day moving average at $1.36. Okay, if you get there somewhere on this kiss, I think it's going to be a good buy zone. What I want traders to do is just have a tight stop with a close below $1.30 on 2 consecutive closes. I did put $1 just in case it kisses a level. If you want to place your stop close below $1, you can. I would preferably want this thing to kind of keep and consolidate within this range before we see a potential test of this $1.80 range. Okay, so I want traders to keep an eye on the HK. Next ticker symbol is the CLF. Okay, same thing. It is an energy stock. What I'm looking at here is every time it hits this bottom, trend, it's in a pattern. You have a line of symmetry, which is 2 parallel lines. Every time it hits this bottom part of this trend line, okay, you see a significant bounce. Okay, it kind of tested this trend line, bounce, tested this trend line bounce, tested this trend line bounce. Now what you notice is we're potentially going to test this trend line here at $1.30. So keep your buy zones from $1.20 to $1.40. If you want to try to be cheaper, look for that dollar range purchase. I think the CLF is somewhere near. I think it has upside potential to about $2.70. So just keep an eye on the CLF. It could be a 50 to 100% play. Next ticker symbol is ticker symbol ENOC, Enoch, NNUP Inc. Okay, this is the weekly chart. What I'm looking at here is this $3.60 range is holding. Okay, what we want to see is a potential rounded bottom, 2 closes above this $4.40 range. If it does, wouldn't be surprised if we test that $6 level again. Okay, so I want traders to kind of keep an eye on ticker symbol ENOC. Okay, next ticker symbol is the SD. I talked about that 12 to 15 level. Last week we saw a low of 17. Okay, I still feel that we can test that 12 to 15 level, but now start looking at this. If you close above 20 on 2 consecutive closes, you could have an entry at 20 cents. So just keep an eye on the SD. I would like to see that stock kind of test that 12 to 15 level for a starter, and I would place my stop close below 10 cents on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, I think that this is going to be a pretty good trade when we start getting the bounce in oil. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol CMRX. Okay, this is currently at $7 and $7.30 range. Okay, watch this this bounce. You had big accumulation here. You had a low of $8.71. You had a high of $9.75. So you got some potential here. Watch for this to kind of consolidate somewhere in this flag pattern. If you do, okay, or if you see this stock close above $9 on 2 consecutive closes, you may want to take some at $9 with a stop close below 8. And then I wouldn't be surprised for us to kind of test this 12 to 15 range and potentially start trading higher. So this is a stock that I think reported maybe bankruptcy or some type of bad news. So that's why it's gapped down quite significantly. If you notice here, okay, this stock lost that support here at that 28 level. So now what you're noticing is the stock from 30 level lost that 15 support, and now from 15, 50% of 15 is $7.50. And if you notice here, we actually tested at $7.50 on that 50% retrace from that $15 range. So I want traders to kind of keep an eye on that. Just place your stop close below $6.60. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol DRYS, DRYS, dry ships. Okay, you're seeing this bullish inside flag pattern. This stock was beautiful trade off that 10-cent range. Now, if you notice, you saw a high of that 0.30 level. Now you're seeing a pullback down to the 8 and 21-day moving average, which is 13 and 16 cents. Watch that 10 to 13 kiss. If you do, you can manage to take that trade and potentially trade this to 20 to 24 cents. Okay, that'll be a pretty good trade if this stock starts bouncing. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol UGAS. I know we did the UNG last week. Okay, United Gas Fund, that bounced. Now watch this consolidation and a potential pullback down to that $1.90 range. Okay, that $1.90 to $2 range should test that $2.50 to $3 range. Okay, gas is bouncing, so I want traders to kind of add any pullback down to this 21 and 8-day moving average. Okay, next ticker symbol is in a bullish flag pattern as well, is PHMD. Okay, look for that pullback down to this 38 level. 38 level will probably be the best level to add. That's the 21 and 8-day moving average. If you do happen to fill at that range, what I'd like this stock to kind of do is break above that 50-cent level on 2 consecutive closes. So you could either take that close above 50 2 times, or you can wait for that pullback down to that 38 level. Okay, and just place your stop close below 29 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, that's pretty much it. We are still holding CMLS. Okay, this triggered at 18 cents. Okay, I don't know if you guys lock profits, and also the IPI. Okay, any questions on any of the small caps that we've covered? Let me know if I'm going too quickly. Any questions on any of the small caps that we've just covered? Okay, no questions. Okay, so I'm going to go over the OTC weekly watch list. First off, let me just go over some of the trades that we kind of took last week. It might be redundant. I may go over a couple of things that we've mentioned. Okay, last week, January 2016, or December 30th, actually, the PFSD triggered. Okay, the PFSD triggered. I talked about that 18 level was clear support, and I mentioned if this stock closed below that 18 level on two consecutive closes, which it did, we would see a test of that 10 to 13 level. Well, that 13 and 14 actually triggered on December 30th, and then we had a slight bounce to that 19 level. What we're noticing now is this stock, okay, trading at that 15 level. I want traders to keep an eye on that 9, 10, 11 level, okay? There has been some news that this company has some liabilities and they have some debt. Okay, so I want traders to understand that these trades are just trades. We are not investing in these stocks. What we want to make sure is we want to look for level 2 support. If we see over 5-10 million bid at 0.001, then that's going to give us an opportunity to buy that probability range or scale in at 11. Okay, so just keep an eye on the level 2. Okay, right now what I'm noticing is some weakness. We hit a high of 19 and then we ended up closing at 15. So there is significant selling here. Okay, so we did break below 18 on two consecutive closes. Okay, if you go 50% retrace from 18, you're talking about that 12, 13 level. Okay, that's your support now. If you do close below that 12, 13 level, okay, we're going to look at that mental support at 0.001. Okay, so I want traders to kind of understand that concept. Okay, the following stock is ticker symbol ACTL. This is another one. We had a couple of moves here from 12 to 19 on the ACTL. I think it was like a ×3 trade. Okay, now what we're looking for is that ACTL to hold this 0.001 level. If you notice here, we still have good support here on the ACTL. Okay, so there are bidders here at 0.001. Simply place your stop close below 0008 on two consecutive closes, and that gives you 20% risk on the upside. If you want to bid a little cheaper, you can on a KISS. We saw ticker symbol DCAC bounce off that 0007 level. Okay, sometimes these guys don't abide by 2-day confirmation stops below mental support or master support. Okay, we understand that concept. Okay, traders that bought the blood on the DCAC saw the stock bounce for 100%. Okay, so watch the ACTL. That mental support is 0.001 for now. Okay, they did file a 10Q, 82 million float and 64 million common stock. Okay, there are some sellers, but at the same time, remember, last week was a seller's market. Okay, we were into a tax, end of tax year. So I want traders to kind of understand that concept. Next ticker symbol is ticker symbol BVAP. This was a beautiful trade from that 12 level. Okay, that 0.0012 move one hit a high of 0.002. Then we pulled back to 12, and then we hit 100% 24. Now what we're seeing is this 15-17 support. Okay, that 8-day moving average is currently at 17. Ensure that you lock profits on the way up. This happens to be on our weekly watch list. I will cover it again. Okay, next ticker symbol is the ticker symbol DCAC. This was just an ATM trade. Okay, move one was from 20 to 41. Then it pulled back, lost that 20 support. Then it went all the way down to 11, hit a high of 19. And then we pulled back to 12, hitting 17. And then what we noticed was that they raised authorized shares. This thing touched 0007 and hit a high of 15, closing at 13. Okay, so I want traders to now place your stop close below 0.001 if you're still in the trade. Okay, you don't want the stock to kind of pull back on you and then you're selling at 00076. What we want to see this stock do is close above 14 on two consecutive closes to confirm that next move to 21. Okay, next ticker symbol is a ticker symbol that I think has upside potential. I didn't post it, okay, on the weekly watch list, but that does not mean that we're still not trading this stock. This is ticker symbol Alpha AHIX, ticker symbol AHIX. Okay, I'm looking at that buy zone pullback from 11 to 14 again. Okay, watch that 15 support. Right now, 8-day moving average is at 16. So if it kisses that 16 level, I think it's a good buy zone. Simply place your stop close below 12 on 2 consecutive closes. That'll allow you to have good managed risk. Okay, this thing did mention some news on biometrics. If you guys don't know what biometrics is, it's retina scanning. It is high security. Okay, right now, okay, heightened security is the #1 sector probably around the world, and it will continue to be so. Okay, so I want traders to understand that this could be a stock that could potentially move up to 0.01. This stock used to trade at 20-cent range. Okay, currently I think Citibank and Chase are talking about using biometrics to start pulling out money. Okay, this is I think scheduled for I think 2017, 2018. Okay, so I want traders to watch this ticker symbol AHIX. Okay, because if you break close above 42, which is that move that it did from 11 to 42, okay, you could see this gap fill here at that 0.00 to 0.008 level. Okay, this was just a beautiful move. I know many traders, you know, when I sent it out via mobile app, not many people were on it, but at the same time, this gave plenty of opportunity to kind of trade this stock. Okay, just a great trade. A stock that triggered a stop is the GNPT. They recently raised authorized shares to 3 billion, and the market just did not like this. Okay, the stock closed 2-day confirmation below 0009. Okay, so now we're looking at that 50% retrace from that previous low of 12. That'll probably be anywhere from 00056. We did hit a low of 0005. So just understand that the GNPT could continue to move lower. If it closes below 0005, then it becomes a lotto. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to go over a couple of other stocks. The MBHC. Okay, this is a ticker symbol that actually announced news. Okay, this is a notable mention. It isn't something that's on our weekly watch list, but last week we actually were able to buy the scalp here from 22 to 25. And now we're looking for his 2-day confirmation close above this 0.003 level. Okay, we closed here at that 0.0032, and then we closed at 0.003. Okay, so what I'm looking for is on Monday to potentially close higher. If you do close higher, I wouldn't be surprised for this thing to kind of test this 0.005 level to 0.008 level at some point. Okay, so this is something I want traders to kind of keep an eye on. Okay, now I'm going to go over the setups for this week. Okay, just bear with me. Okay, Go Green says, can you alert the small caps when they trigger? Yes, I will. I know I've been a little bit lackadaisical with that, but I will. As soon as one of the stocks triggers, I will send it out via mobile app. So just ensure that you guys have your mobile app set up. If you don't, just go to iTunes, search for Radio Silent Play, and you can also use it on Google Play. Okay, and if you don't have a smartphone, then you can type in. Let me give you that SMS number. I think it's. Give me 1 second. Okay, so you guys that don't have smartphones, you guys can text the word Radio Silent Play in small caps. You're gonna text 84483. So I'm gonna type that here, so you guys have that. Okay, 84483, and that's gonna be Radio Silent Play in small caps. Okay, so that's for SMS. If you guys don't have the setup, or you don't have the setup for the apps. Okay, so moving on to the OTC weekly watch list. I'm looking at ticker symbol WOGI. What I like about the WOGI right now is that it's setting up pretty much the same bullish inside flag pattern that the SBFM had. And another key point that I want traders to kind of look at is this This awaiting news. WOGI would like to thank its shareholders and supporters. In 2016, this is from their Twitter feed, WOGI will be seeking legal action against stock manipulators against WOGI. So they could be going under, they could be undergoing some type of court case with some manipulation. So I want traders to kind of keep an eye on this. What we're looking for is a second day confirmation above this trend line here. Okay, if we do happen to get that, you have upside up to 0.005 to 0.01. Okay, so this does remind me a lot of the SBFM trade. I did post that on the OTC alerts. Okay, look for that 12 to 15 buy zone. Okay, this triggered at 11 and 12. Now what I'm looking for is a close confirmation above 17 on 2 consecutive closes. If we do happen to get that, my next pivot is going to be 25. If we close above 25 on 2 consecutive closes, like I said, we could test that 0.005 to 0.01. Thus far, the stock has traded from 11 to 21. Okay, so remarks, key break of that upper trend line on the bullish flag inside pattern. If you notice here, this was a big move. Now what you're seeing is some consolidation down to the support level. Okay, that is a bullish flag setup. This setup is very similar to the SBFM trade. If you remember, the SBFM was trading from 25 to about 30, and then the stock broke out on pharmaceutical news, hit a high of 0.018. That was holding at 0.002 to 3 bullish inside flag pattern, and then hit that 0.018 level. Look for that second day confirmation above that 16 level. If it does, then we should test that 0.004 to 0.008. Okay, the WOGI CEO will stay in Peru over the holidays to finalize its negotiations with a well-known OG company, ONG, oil and gas company. So this guy was in Peru during the holidays. Okay, so we could have some updates on the WOGI next month. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. Also, WOGI will be diligently working from Peru to continue to build WOGI SA, its diverse subsidiary to hedge against low prices of oil. Okay, so I want traders to kind of watch these levels. You have some nice accumulation here on ticker symbol WOGI. Okay, so I want traders to kind of look at that. Next ticker symbol is the PFSD. Like I said, you're in this downtrend, but at the same time, you're coming up against that mental support. Look for that 10 to 13 buy zone. Our pivot is going to be a close above 22 on 2 consecutive closes. So from that 10 to 22, you have at least 100%. Okay, move one again was that 0.0018 to 0.005. Okay, that gave an opportunity for traders to enter at 18 to 0.005. We lost that support at 18, pulled back, hit a low of 13, kissed that 19 level, and we closed at 15. So the stock kissed the previous low of 18, massive support, and saw a new low of 13 before bouncing for a scalp to 19. Now watch that probability level for a support on level 2. Wherever you have the biggest support, look to add at or near that support based on level 2. So what we want to see is we want to see big bids at certain levels. If you see a huge bid at 0009, then simply take a bite at 0.001. If you see a huge bid at 0.001, then take a bite at 11. Simply place your stop close 20% your entry. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol FMYR. This is a ticker symbol that again is in a downward trend, but we're about to test that mental support. Look at that 0.0011 to 14 level. Pivot break is going to be a pivot break of 28, which is this top of this trend line. Okay, if it does, wouldn't be surprised to kind of test this 0.006 level to 0.009 level. So you have a lot of upside here on the FMYR. Okay, so next ticker symbol is ticker symbol NNUP. I talked and discussed about this on the chat room. When I talked about it, it was at 37. I said it was a walk-up play. Okay, this stock was ended up walked up to about 68. Okay, watch that 0.004 to 0.005 level. Our pivot is going to be a close above that moving average at 0.007. My stop close is going to be a close below 4 on 2 consecutive closes. If you do, then watch that next support at 0.002. Okay, remarks in the chat room, I stated that the walk-up returned and the stock pulled back to that 0.0038, offering an entry. Now watch that 0.004 support. If it holds and breaks closes above 0.007, you could see a move up to 0.014 to 0.028. Okay, and then that's probably short term. So you are seeing a little bit of a rounded bottom. You're also seeing a little bit of an uptrend channel. Any pullback back to this level here will be a buying opportunity, and we're looking for that close above 0.007 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay. Next ticker symbol is ticker symbol BVAP. This actually triggered again December 28, 2015. Look for that pivot break at 0.0034. Okay. Well, I would look more at that 0.0025. I'm going to change this. Switch this to 0.0025. Okay. And our support is going to be next support is going to be 0.001 to 0.0012. The move one was 0.0012 to 23, and the second move was 14 to 0.002. Okay, it's still in the box pattern. Okay, if you notice, it's still consolidating in the back box pattern accumulation. Watch that close above 23 on 2 consecutive closes. If you see that close above 23, 25 level, I wouldn't be surprised for us to test this 45 level again. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol ACTL. This thing triggered a buy zone from 10 to 11 on December 29th. As I mentioned, we had good support here at 0.001. Okay, our move one was 0.0012 to 19. Did that several times. Okay, now watch that target potential to 0.004 to 0.006. What we want to see is this thing close above 22 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, so that's what we want to watch. This next ticker symbol is ticker symbol FLIB. Okay, watch that support. We lost this support at this, I believe it was like 16 level. Okay, so watch that mental support now. We closed below 16, 17 on 2 consecutive closes at 15. Now what I want to see is a 50% retrace from that 16, 17 level. So watch that 10 to 13 buy zone. Our pivot break is going to be a close above 17 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, and our stop close will be a close below 0.009 2 times. Pretty low share structure, pretty low float. Okay, and float's only 480 million as of November 3rd, 2015. Okay, we have upside. If you do end up testing this, we can kind of test this 0.003 and a potential test of that 0.006 level. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol APYP. If you notice here, we closed below that 25 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay, watch this pullback. Okay, right now I'm thinking that 12 to 15 support on the APYP. This could be like BFRE. Okay, so just watch that 50% retrace now from 25, which is going to be anywhere from 15 to 17. Okay, I got to update this. I don't think that it's at 0.002 to 25. We lost that 25 support, so I think we're going to go 50% retrace. I do got to correct this. Okay, look for that 12 to 15 buy zone or a potential kiss of that 17 level for that APYP. Okay, next ticker symbol is ticker symbol SPCL. Okay, SPCL, if you notice, we talked about that 50% retrace from this 14 level, okay, or that 12 level, and we actually tested that 0.006 where we gave opportunity. We sent out the Twitter alert at 0.006. We added, and then the stock kind of kissed that 14 level. Now it's in a little bit of a bullish inside flag pattern. Watch for that pullback down to that 0.007 to 9 level. Okay, that 8-day moving average is at 0.008. There are people talking about the SPCL, so you could possibly potentially hit that 0.008 and then test that 14, 15 level and trade it for a scalp. Okay, what you want to see is the stock close above 15 on 2 consecutive closes. If you do, you could test that 0.003 to 0.004 again. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the setups. A couple of notable mentions is the TauG. Okay, this was a stock that I was looking at. This stock kind of pulled back, tested this 13 level, kind of bounced, closed above this 8-day moving average here at 19, closed at 20. So this could be a walk-up play. Watch this potential rounded bottom here. Okay, so what you want to see is this potential rounded bottom. What you're noticing here is you have some support here at this level now. You kind of regain that. Okay, so watch this. You can place your stop close if you want to add at 16. Just place your stop close below 16 on 2 consecutive closes. Okay. If you do happen to close above 24 on 2 consecutive closes, okay, then you have upside to about 32 to about 48. Okay, so just keep an eye on this TAUG depending on the level 2 into tomorrow. Next ticker symbol is ticker symbol VSYM. Okay, this is another notable mention. I know R&M mentioned this at 10, 11 levels last week. It kind of kissed that 11 level, gave an opportunity to enter from, I believe it was like 14 to 16, and then it hit a high of 36. What you want to see now is a little bit of consolidation pullback. I think that pullback for that kiss of this level here, 18 to 20 will be a good opportunity for a pullback. If you can add somewhere around this level, okay, just place your stop close below that 18 on 2 consecutive closes. If you do happen to add an 18, just look to sell up from about 18 to 30 to 36. Okay, and anything else? And AHIX, I mentioned already. What we're gonna look for is that support at that 16 level. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the setups. Okay, any questions? Any questions on anything that I've covered? Any questions on any of the stocks that I've covered? Is there a specific reason for using the 8 and 21 MA instead of the 10 and 20? Well, typically I like using the 8 and 21. When I went to a couple of webinars, seminars, I've traded and under certain people that have helped me learn how to trade. They've always used, or that significant person used that 21 and 8-day moving average. The reasoning behind it was he mentioned that usually traders trade on an average base or hold a stock from 8 days to 21 days. And he says that, or he had mentioned to me that the 8 and 21-day moving average is a good average to kind of base yourself, because a lot of people anticipate the 10 and the 20. Okay, so we usually the 8 and the 21 kind of gives you a better entry. I don't know if that's so much truth, but it's something that I've used for a while now, and I like it. I enjoy it. It's an indicator that I kind of base my entry on, and it's something that I'm giving it to you guys now. Does this always work? I don't know. I mean, this is something that I've pretty much learned, from the person that has kind of showed me, and that's why I use the 8 and 21-day moving average. And the reasoning behind what he gave me was usually what you want to do, or what people or traders tend to do, is hold a stop for about a week to about 21 days. And since a lot of people use that 10 and 20-day moving average, you're kind of anticipating that 8 and 21 to get a better entry. So that's my reasoning for using the 8 and 21-day moving average. Any other questions on anything that we've covered? Any other questions on anything that we've covered? Hopefully that kind of helps, Penny Master. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, so any questions? Any questions on anything that we've covered? Okay, so I'm gonna go over a couple of things now. I'm gonna go over okay, tonight is gonna be the last day for this sale. I know a lot of you guys have signed up, and I really appreciate it. Sometimes what I like doing is I like giving people back. I like people to save. I know sometimes it gets hard, and my objective is to give the best reasonable price for you guys, because I want to retain you guys. Okay, so what we're doing now is we're giving out free T-shirts, and we're actually giving out a free silver, just to get traders to kind of understand tangible assets with silver. Okay, and tonight at midnight, I'm going to pretty much close down the link. But if traders want to change their setups, if you want to do the year instead of what you're doing now, okay, you're saving a considerable amount of money. Okay, so what we're offering right now is $179.99 for the year and $24.99 for the month. Okay, if you happen to get somebody to sign up, you'll get a commission. So if you refer somebody, okay, you will get that commission. So I just want traders to understand that you guys can sign up, okay, but this is going to end later tonight. So I want traders to kind of, if you can take advantage of this situation, just throwing out a credit card. PayPal accepts Visa and MasterCard, okay? And the proceeds will go to making this website a little bit better. We're going to improve the website. We're going to do some changes, and we're going to work on some new tools for us to trade. And I think that any tool that's given to you guys will help you guys make better trades out there. So this is something that, you know, helps us get better. Okay, so I want traders to kind of understand that. Every time that we do grow the account, we get more members. What happens is it helps us improve our service. From when we started in 2006, okay, we were working with pretty much a regular website. We didn't have a mobile app. We didn't have some of the features that we have now. So I just want to thank everyone for, you know, committing and being loyal supporters of the website and of the newsletter. Okay, because this to me is more of a lifestyle, and you know, the most rewarding thing is to get traders to do well in the markets. And this year, what we're going to focus on being very, very diligent on our entries. Okay, we want to make sure that you guys as traders, okay, understand that we're going to lose and we're going to win along the way. Okay, it's not always about taking that perfect trade. Okay, there will be some frustrating trades out there, but your objective is to set your parameters, set your buy zones, and understand your pivots so you can understand to take profits on the way up. Okay, I urge the traders that are new to do a one-on-one. Okay, so we can discuss strategy and actual goals. What are profit margins? Okay, for you new guys, okay, I want you guys to go to the articles and I want you to read the SOP, the standard operating procedures here. Okay, for us, how we work. Okay, how our setups work. Okay, so I want you. This is very, very important. I want traders to kind of understand that. Also, the trading tips explained. This is very important as well. Okay, some of these tips, okay, will help you become a better trader. Okay, you got to treat trading as a business, and this kind of instructs you on how to approach this, because a lot of people think that you always got to win and you always got to, you know, just you can never lose, and that's not how it works. Because in a real business, Apple's gonna have losses. You know, they're gonna have profits and they're gonna have losses. The objective is to manage your losses and to make more profits and set real attainable goals. Okay, so you got to treat trading like a business. Okay, the next one is the rule of three. Okay, these are strategies for traders that are trading with less than $500. Okay, this is a very, very good layout on how you want to kind of work on your strategy to kind of institute the law of infinite return. Okay, the law of infinite return means that you're going to start off with the less amount of money and just infinitely grow that. Along the way, you will lose, but at the same time, you want to make sure that you ensure that you never lose all your soldiers, and that's your initial investment. Okay, so let's say I start out with $300, okay, and I have a attainable profit margin of, let's say, $5,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my initial investment, take it out, remove it, and buy something more tangible. Let's say it's a dividend-paying oil stock. Let's say it's silver. Let's say if I'm buying paintings, you want to take that and you want to solidify it. So now you grow, okay, or you don't have that emotional attachment to losing that money because now you're playing with house money. Okay, so I do recommend you guys read the rule of three, the Spartan strategy. Okay, pretty much it. And then trading quotes and controlling emotions. These are the 10 commandments that I talk about, the 10 commandments in trading. So I want traders to kind of read that as well. You know, maybe every weekend, just kind of look it over and just kind of understand the sentiment. Okay, and then when I have a list of trading books here, if you guys want to read good reads, these are the books that I've read and that's made me, you know, the trader that I am today. I'm not the best. okay? But I understand that everything is risk management, and these are just books that I think kind of inspire you to do better, okay? So that can be found on the website. Okay, any questions on anything that we've covered thus far? Any questions that we've covered thus far? Okay, no questions. Okay, that's great. So if you have any messages or concerns, or if you want to set up a one-on-one, just send me an email at radiosilentplay@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you. If you want to set up a one-on-one, we'll figure out a date, and then we'll do a one-on-one webinar. We'll record it, and then we'll send it off to you so you can keep that for records. Okay, thank you everybody, and look forward to a great new year and also a very strong trading week tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow in the chat room. Okay, for those that are new members, just ensure when you log in to follow the instructions. Okay, follow the instructions. Make sure you have the mobile app. Make sure you have everything acquired. And also, you new guys that signed up, just send me an email at Radio Silent Play. Just ensure that your address is correct, because the address that I have on file for the PayPal, that's where I'm going to send out the silver coin and the T-shirt. Okay, if you want to put on the size of the shirt, just place the size of the shirt as well. Also a name on who's going to receive it. All right, so just email me at radiosilentplay@gmail. That should be sent out this week. Okay, take care everyone, and have a good night. Thank you everyone.